Hi everyone, today we're talking about Boeing stock, and I'm going to talk about one of the biggest fake stocks I've just seen happen in the stock market over the last few days. A few weeks ago I covered Boeing stock on this channel, saying that I think that the earnings are going to be really bad. I think there's going to be another delay in the Max 8's return, and I think this could really hurt the stock. And I'm going to be watching this stock and kind of watch and see what happens, and hopefully this stock goes down and it'll create a buying opportunity to go get into this stock. Now, when Boeing were reporting earnings on Wednesday morning, I was really hyped up. I thought this is going to be it. This is going to be great news. And the news came out about Boeing's earnings, and the stock actually just did not do anything at all. And I'm going to go through the last video that I did. And when I made this video, the stock was at $330. The stock is now around about $323. So the stock has only moved down 3% since I last made a video talking about Boeing. Now I'm just going to go through some of the things from Boeing's earnings, and then we're going to assess what is going on with Boeing stock. So the first thing is the EPS side of it, and the EPS side of it was negative $2.33. Last year it was positive $5.48. So that is a massive decline in the EPS. Revenue was 17.91 billion. Last year it was 38 billion. That is an absolutely huge drop. That's nearly a 40% drop in revenue. As well as that, last time we talked to this channel, we talked about that Boeing are going to have to go borrow some money to pay for all this compensation from the Max 8 crashes, and we were talking about $10 billion, and that was from when it originally came. It was going to be $6 billion, now $10 billion. It turns out Boeing had then finally settled on borrowing an extra $12 billion, and that has basically doubled the amount of debt on Boeing's balance sheet as well. So that has kind of got worse than what I expected of a lot quicker rate. So there's more debt, and that balance sheet of Boeing has gone from a pretty solid balance sheet now to a little bit of a nasty looking balance sheet going forward. And the third thing as well is that I said that I believe the Max 8 is going to get delayed as well. I didn't believe that the Max 8 was going to come back in April. I said that it was probably going to be at least another 3 months after that, and it's now been delayed to June and July time. So now that we've gone through the earnings, which was a really bad earnings, worse than was expected earnings for Boeing, and then we consider that they've got more debt on the balance sheet and more debt than what we expected as well. And as well as that, the delay has now happened in Boeing. We've had 4 really bad points for Boeing right now, and when we look at the stock is down 3%. I cannot believe what I've just seen. I do not have any clue how this stock has only gone down 3% from here. This stock deserves to be trading at a lot of valuation, and I've got to say, now with all this considered in, I don't know if this stock is going to go any lower than this, because when we consider the amount of bad news that Boeing has had, and it's not been able to drop below that $300 mark, I've got to say, guys, I believe this is the bottom. And for me, when I look at what what's happened to Boeing over the last year, and for these numbers to be coming out of Boeing now, and what's happened with the balance sheet, the problem's extending, and it's still not being hurt by what's gone on, guys, I'm absolutely confused, because any other stock, it would have gone down absolutely huge right now. So for me, I've got to say, I'm really shocked that Boeing has not gone down. And for me, it's going off my watch list now, because I don't think it'll go any lower than this. After all this, if it hasn't gone down, it can't be going any lower. So I'm a little bit disappointed with that, guys. But I thought I'd let you know about what is going on with Boeing, because I know a few guys were interested in buying Boeing as well if it went to the right prices. So we'll see what happens, guys. But from now on, I think that I'm going to stop tracking Boeing now. It was on my watch list, but yeah, it just doesn't seem to be going down at all now. And it's been such a horrible earnings as well for Boeing. So that's the video today, guys, talking about Boeing, and just saying that I'm pretty much going to take this off the watch list now, because I don't think it's going to go any lower. It must have reached the bottom, guys. So I thought I'd update you on that, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you could give it a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video.